it's time to go ahead and start off with our Brony Show panelists. So this has been a while, so just to give a quick refresher to everybody and everything about this. The whole idea is that we split up into two teams. One team, and then what will happen is I will bring up a prompt. This prompt will have two choices. None of them are very good. The whole idea, though, is for the first team selected to choose which prompt they want to go with and to defend it and inform everybody and justify why this is the one that you want to go with, why this is the better of the two choices. And of course, the other team will have the unfortunate job of defending their decision or non-decision because they will get the leftover. Or if there is more than one choice, they get to choose one of the other two that are left. But they will have to defend theirs. And basically, it will go back and forth to try to decide who makes the better argument about which is the better choice. Of course, this is all done in silly merriment. None of this is serious. And I will promise you that the world will not change no matter how you defend this or if a winner is chosen. But with that in mind, I do see we have 7 people. So we're going to split up into 2 teams of 3, and then one of you will get Toa. Whoever needs a handicap.
Don't worry, I'll sit out. I was planning on just gonna go to bed.
Okay. You can just be my cohort then until you decide to call it a night then. So, do we want to split through alphabet, or do we want to have people select their teams? Because I can go either way. Or we could just flip a coin for everybody.
Roll dice.
Roll dice.
Roll dice.
All right, everybody. Go bring up your Google and roll a 6-sided dice. I know exactly how we're gonna do this.
Okay,
of course,
my D6 is right on top.
Beautiful.
I got 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. So,
how about we just like in the backstage, you just write down what number you got.
That's okay. Just go ahead and throw the numbers at me real fast, and I'll be able to tell how I want to split this.
Yep.
Backstage. Where'd that go? Oh, there it
It
is.
ran away. Look for the long cat.
It's everywhere it wants to be. All right.
Ooh, real quick, I'm gonna get a cookie.
Okay,
yes,
go ahead and
go.
get it your cookie.
We need to see.
All right. DM Tech Toasuki, do you have a number for us?
Wait, what were we doing? Sorry, I was distracted there for a moment.
All right. So remember the old
Roll a D6.
Remember the old panelist challenges where we you basically were giving 2 horrible decisions and you have to choose one to defend it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing that.
okay.
We're just
Of
having
course,
everybody
we're
roll a
who's on
D6.
what teams.
We're having everybody roll a D6 to try to determine teams real fast.
All right, hang on. Oh, wait. First thing to actually put Google in because apparently I need to go in and figure out how to get Google Chrome to stop searching Yahoo now.
Well, it's simple. You stop using Google Chrome altogether and do something better. But
See, here's the thing. I've actually managed to not have the same issues people have with Google Chrome.
No, I don't have many issues with Google Chrome either, but all the AI artwork when I'm trying to get references is really starting to bog me.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, well, that and also just the memory issues I've started having.
Well, that one's also on me, and I'm not going to deny that.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Excellent. Actually, this goes with it. It coincides quite nicely, depending on what Tech and Toa do.
Yeah, I was like,
I
this
got a
actually
6.
turned up.
Okay, Tech got a 6, and Toa,
Mm-hmm.
what did you get? Did you roll anything?
No, I didn't roll because people, when probably I would be the leftover.
We were joking about that. Deathlight's not going to be participating because he's going to have to run off here in a moment anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a 6-sided die.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I got a 6.
All right. And Suki, you said, what did you say you got again?
1.
1.
Okay, yeah. So DM, Suki, and
CMC.
CMC. Thank you, Suki. Oh no, wait, that doesn't add up.
Yeah, what happened?
No, it does add up. Yeah, Suki, DM, CMC. You're all on one team. Everybody else is on the other, except for Deathlight, who is going to be our moderator for a little bit until he decides to conk out. So, everybody get your teams coordinated and ready to go. If you need separate chats, do that on your own. So, now with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with good news, everyone! The powers that be of Hasbro have heard the cries of the Brony community, mostly due to a few annoying posters on Twitter and Blue Sky that absolutely refuse to let the series die and move on to bigger and better things. They demand more of the same, no matter the cost and the irresponsibility of creative death and destruction. They will see more of the series they love. So, My Little Pony has been renewed the old series. However, unfortunately, one of the corporate bigwigs, who is actually the grandson of one of the bigger bigwigs, who got their job because not by any reason that should be countable, nepotism. Let's face it, it's nepotism. They got in there, and they think that 0.5 is the best number that has ever come out with because it means you do things at least halfway before you decide how good it really is, instead of deciding right at the start because of some new age internet mumbo jumbo. So with that in mind, unfortunately, he threw the big old wrench that usually happens because of corporate. And your decisions have become, do you renew My Little Pony 3.5 or Pony Life, as known as Generation 4.5. You can only choose one of these, because unfortunately, corporate bigwigs have decided no, it has to be a 0.5 because of some internet mantra bullcrap. This is while he's also selling his crypto coins and making another run at NFTs, because he didn't learn his lesson the first time. No, I am not bitter.
Right, so,
And now,
so
with that in
yeah.
mind,
Go ahead.
with that in mind, we're going to do a coin flip.
Oh, Circuit, whose team am I on?
You're on my team.
You're on.
Hell yeah, Toa, we got this.
And
Also,
DM.
those cookies are delicious.
Well, not DM.
No, I thought I
Yeah,
had
you're on Toa and Tech.
You
right.
got T's and a C.
Yep. Okay, so
Alright.
the early numbers are going to get heads. The late numbers are going to get tails. We're going to flip a coin.
Okay.
Tails. So, Coldust, you and your team have to decide, do you want to revive 3.5 or 4.5?
Alright. I don't know about y'all, but I really want to do 3.5.
No, I can see the appeal, but I'm wanting to argue for Pony Life simply because it would be a continuation of what people wanted, and we would have our voice actresses back. However, I can see 3.5 being recast, so yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. The main reason why I'm saying 3.5 is because I have not seen enough of Pony Life.
No, that's fair. Tech, any opposition to 3.5?
That I heard was the most despised generation.
No,
Hell yeah.
That is not the most despised. That is newborn cuties.
Yeah, which is part of 3.5. I think we got this.
Alright, that's Boogie.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Tech, Toa, Coldust, you have My Little Pony 3.5. And
Boogie down.
Suki, DM, and CMC, you have been given Pony Life or My Little Pony 4.5. We're going to go ahead and start with the first selectors, 3.5. So, why should we bring back 3.5 as the series?
All right. I don't remember how organized we have to be about this.
Go nuts.
All right. Well, here's the thing. First thing first. When you revive a series, you never revive a series that was already good. You go for something that people barely remember, so that way you can be the best thing that they compare all other generations to. Therefore, 3.5 is the best contender. Also, let's be real here. This generation had some gems, such as we got Scootaloo. Yeah, she was a weird baby, but we can form her into a cool baby. That's right, cool baby Scootaloo, let's freaking go. And that's not all. We have Rainbow Dash, who always dresses in style, and let's be real here, I think the world needs a little bit more fashion.
Plus, as always, is we could very much have newer VAs rather than some standard, mainly because, hey, it's been a while and some of those people could no longer be in the business.
Not only that, but also we are going to be doing the generation that... Actually, I can't remember. Okay. Spike was in G3.
Yeah.
Yes,
Was
he was.
in G3.5?
He never popped up at 3.5. It doesn't necessarily mean he can't, but
Therefore, we will be...
They found him in 3 though, so it would be canonically questionable.
Therefore, if we go for Generation 3.5, we can make a series that will not be held back by a Spike.
You say that as a Spike fan is on your team.
I don't apologize.
I
I'm locking in.
Ooh, wow, dissent among the team. The argument that it was already so crappy that they couldn't possibly make it any worse and could actually make it even better and something to be appreciated even with new voice actresses or actors or both. So interesting. Now, Team 2, Suki, DM, CMC. Why should we not do 3.5 but instead bring back Pony Life 4.5?
Well, first of all, I'm fact checking something.
Go for it.
I literally watching the intro to Twinkle Wish Adventure.
That's fair.
That is absolutely.
I can't fault.
You know what? Fact check. Bring out facts. Bring out images. Do whatever it takes to win. I want to see blood and violence, or at least want to see harsh words and a lot of scoffing.
Well, we do need more of the
God
wild,
damn it!
wild bunch.
God damn it! I thought once it got 3.5, I thought that intro stopped. Damn.
It never stops. 3.5 never stops.
No, I thought because because for some reason I was thinking like I thought that intro was just Generation 3, not it didn't go to 3.5 where we mentioned Rainbow Dash dressing in style. I was wrong. It was 3.5 had that one.
Yeah.
So I will let you keep that.
Boogie
Okay,
down.
well, one thing for sure, we needed more of the wild. Was it Wild Bunch or Wild Pack?
I think it was a Wild Bunch, but I know who you're referring to.
Yeah, they did get a few episodes, but seen more episodes with them interacting with more characters would have been appreciated. So if we bring back the series, we'll get more of that, more of those wild creatures, and more Potion Nova, more shenanigans, or maybe have her and Sakura have a magical potion fight with Twilight and Apple Bloom caught in between it.
Just for reference, it is the Wild Siders.
Siders, okay.
I missed an episode then. I don't recognize these things.
Well,
but
it may
name.
not be an episode you missed, but an entire season. They didn't pop up until about season 2.
Later half of season 2, actually.
Yeah.
And honestly, here's an advantage also to going with Pony Life on this. You don't even need to like fully reboot it, or if you do, as long as we cut down on like the early season or like the season 1 kind of just it would like where they were focusing more on the Teen Titan Go aspects of things, like where okay, let me because when you mention Teen Titans Go, you got to think there's two halves to the way that show did things. One, it's single one-off episodes. I'm sorry, I hate them.
Same.
I hate that thing, but it's like I think occasionally they'll have a funny joke. That's basically what happened with Pony Life there. However, Teen Titans Go, for whatever reason, when they had multi-part episodes or specials, they actually pulled off some pretty freaking good stuff.
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this.
So we're gonna start with getting on a writing team to actually go with some big fun things.
Well, because that's the thing. Think about where we were with Pony Life when basically it got canned. We were actually introducing some interesting things. We were actually telling multi-part stories. Basically my thing is that one of the main things, all we have to do to if we do reboot Pony Life is we get there faster. That's all we really have to do. Because
cut down on some of the scenes and the trim the fat as it may, and get there faster and get more exploration to the world, because near the end of the series we got like a multiverse kind of thing going on with this space time and whatnot.
And if Marvel has taught us anything, nothing can go wrong with the multiverse.
What could possibly go wrong?
So that's basically what I'm thinking is that luckily Pony Life had essentially did the same thing for me, like what Teen Titans Go did. But anytime we were basically just doing one-offs, it was really not it was basically just there. When it was trying to actually do something, we had something there, and obviously they had an idea of where things wanted to go. That's pretty much all it is. We just need to, honestly, if we could just if part of this reboot is we can get the original, hopefully somebody still has the original production Bible for Pony Life.
And we can always dig it up.
Yeah, that would be that we can basically have something solid to start from. All we have to do is basically trim fat. Maybe we do some slight we might be able to do some slight character adjustments, but I think the main reason why we should go with this is because I feel like we are again. I mean, I'm thinking we're in a position at this point. We're in a position of we already have something solid. All we can do is just look at what it's already done right and just basically jump on those.
Exactly. It was one of the points I was trying to get to. Have not only Potion Nova as a Potion Master, but Sakura as one, and Apple Bloom goes underneath Sakura's wing, and we finally see her, and finally see Twilight become a Potion Master underneath Potion Nova, because I can't honestly remember, if not, to correct me if I'm wrong, but did Twilight ever become a Potion Master from under Potion Nova's tutorage?
Kind of.
One
Exactly.
thing with that is, if you overcomplicate things, you'll just have a waste of characters, versus ours, where we just have this single set of characters to tell whole stories with.
I know, but it could be an arc of some sort of multi-part episodes that way, and multi-part episodes with the other main six as well.
Okay, so rebuttal will be later. Let them get their stuff out first.
And have more interaction with AJ's power of breaking the fourth wall, and find out that Pinky has it too. It's just that this Pinky's more reserved in her fourth wall breaking powers compared to her earlier counterpart. So they kind of have a dimensional breaking arc, maybe with Discord as well. And Fluttershy go with her. Fluttershy rarely go through arcs themselves, maybe with the Wildsiders as well, and Rainbow Dash as well. The sky's the limit to expand on these characters more, than these characters in their relationships and how they'll grow at the end of it. If we just continue it, or soft reboot like Suzuki suggests.
Okay, so looking at trimming the fat as well as expanding story, and also apparently bringing in the best of Teen Titans so we could see the story in their eyes. Somebody who gets that reference, I'm sure. So basically giving Pony Life a second life with getting rid of the clutter, getting some more story involved, and try to bring elements into more details and a lot more things than just a simple 5-minute segment. All right, 3.5 rebuttal.
I didn't get a chance to say much on the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
3.5.
Oh well, I mean, you got a chance to jump in now.
Do it.
I mean, I can't think of much at the moment, but what if they make 3.5 as more of a like 3.75 and so on until it gets right up to 4, because we can see how the Pony franchise evolved over the years. Not just skip this many years, skip this universe. We can see it happen in real time.
You know, I would be opposed to that, but it's also like that can be a little bit overcomplicated and just be one of those things of, you know, just because you can don't mean you should. Because similar to how DM was going on about how Master and Apprentice, eventually if you do that same storyline with different people at the same time, it can get confusing on who knows what, how is when, and who is where. So it's something for 3.5. We stick with our central cast and see how they interact with them with actual decent writing and not just newborn cuties.
Now, I would like to raise a point. With confidence. All right. Tech. What do people like in ponies? Incorrect. They love massive, adorable hooves. That's right, massive, adorable hooves. And if you compare the two generations that we are putting against each other, Pony Life versus My Little Pony G3.5, I think we can see the superiority of the massive hoof to body ratio of G3.5. Therefore, we can deliver what they desire, what they need, and that's giant marshmallow adorable hooves.
I can totally see that.
And that actually makes more groundwork for actual G4.
Well, remember,
we're not talking about
G4. Notice the flash animation in the 3.5. That's similar to what they do in G4, although they clean up the G4 a bit more. And actually, while they focus more on the looks in Pony Life, the 3.5, and from my experience, like in the early seasons of Family Guy and Simpsons, they don't in games like Undertale, they don't focus as much on the graphics. They focus more on the story and how well and the writing and how well you enjoy it.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of how we have these very short, sweet stories that could be told in relative time and allow us to see them interact. While not as complex as like G4, it was more of a slice of life. Hey, you had a hard day. Let's see some people have a good time together.
So the Pony 3.5 will become the Cheers of the animated world, where everybody knows your name and gets drunk watching.
Yep.
I would also like to raise, okay, when it came to actually, you know what? No, I actually need to research. Never mind. Hang on.
All right.
Go on.
Well,
as we're.
All right.
Okay, so something to help give Cole a little bit of time. Pony Life was also far too modern, and that kind of made it feel a little bit like, okay, you're talking in terms that were outdated by our time. Meanwhile,
yeah, that's exactly what happened to. That's exactly what happened in Ralph Breaks the Internet. I mean, I know it's a little bit irrelevant here, but just a little comparison.
No, that is fair, because with 3.5 we could just have a more standard and Evergreen, hey, there is technology here, but we prefer to go outside and have chat with friends, ride bicycles, have things to do outside of the house and not be obsessed with technology.
So at this point, you have 3.5 with a bunch of technology that they ignore and the ability to dimension hop.
Dimension hop is very much when we run out of ideas.
So you're already thinking of what to do when you don't have anything else left.
So basically, jumping the shark.
Okay. Well, at least they know how they're going to jump the shark ahead of time.
Well, because the 3.5 also has the ability to tell a more timeless story. Like, take Wreck-It Ralph versus Ralph Breaks the Internet. The original Wreck-It Ralph, sure, yeah, it's in an arcade, but they did not go overly referencing with internet memes and all that. That'll already be dated the moment it comes out. Here, you're just a guy trying to save a girl, making friends. But in the other movie, they throw all that out the window.
Okay, I think that's fair enough, Tech. Let's give the other people their time.
Well, Goldust is still doing his research, unless he's ready.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I cannot easily find... The point that I was going to make was like, oh, wasn't G3.5 shorter form content, and that's all the rage these days? Because, like, My Little Pony, Pony Life, that was like half-hour episodes, I think. And then I realized, I don't know. I haven't watched enough G3.5 either to know how long episodes were, and then I tried to look it up, and it's not easy to find runtimes for these.
No, it really is, Sam.
But
if you want, you can make bullshit.
Here's the thing, and I can already answer Cole. I can answer Cole's question. There's only 6 things and 6 pieces of media in Generation 3.5. This is according to My Little Wiki, by the way. So it's Twinkle Wish Adventure, Waiting for the Winter Wishes Festival, then the two webisodes that are very infamous in 3.5. And then Once Upon a Little Pony Time. My Little Pony Time. Oh, wait. No, the webisodes are... No, wait, that's not what they get. Once Upon a My Little Pony Time are the infamous things.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 or 4 webisodes, but the webisodes were actually shorter compared to the
so you basically... Yeah, so the other 2 were basically half an hour to 45 minutes at most. And, no, Pony Life were 15-minute episodes.
If that, Pony Life was basically like short episodes that were segmented into 2 parts at times. Much to the chagrin of some archivers that I know.
But our basic thing is we will try to keep it simple and a little bit more timeless versus what was already established in Pony Life, which we know can change, but hey.
Alright, so looking at 3.5 with big hooves that will wreck it all and in short amount of time. Pony Life, your rebuttal.
You want to go first, or should I?
Let's see. Okay. So you want timeless stories, huh? Let's see. What was the story to Pinkie Pie's Ferris wheel adventure? Pinkie Pie leads the group blindfolded to her brand new Ferris wheel. Pinkie Pie stands in a theme park entrance-style box, invites them inside her park. Scootaloo goes straight for the popcorn stand, which is selling pink popcorn. Sweetie Belle goes for the ice cream, which is also pink. Also, all pink flavored. Pinkie Pie.
Wait, pink flavored?
Yeah.
Please keep going.
Pinkie Pie then announces the first ride on her Ferris wheel is about to begin, and the ponies rush over there. But there are 7 ponies in total, and only 5 seats in the. Wait, that really? Pinkie Pie tells them that she isn't going to ride the. I think that was supposed to say 6.
Yeah.
But she isn't going to ride the wheel, and Sweetie Belle offers to wait for the next turn. Sweetie Belle then gets to start the wheel, and they all have the best day ever.
He's not kidding. Here's the pink popcorn. Here's the pink popcorn.
Oh, I forgot how dragged out these. Oh.
Yeah, those are your timeless stories you want to tell, huh?
Oh, at the very least, we don't have to deal with farting.
Hey, remember what I said? We can remove whatever didn't work, which includes an over reliance on that.
Which I got an idea. we continue with the original series, but at the end of that season, we go through some multiverse shenanigans, and we end up restarting again as a Salt reboot without the smartphones.
I think the smartphone thing was okay because here's the thing, it was okay in its own way. Because think about it, once we get, we'll go ahead and pull from another gen. Gen 5 at least brought in the smartphones in an intelligent way. That's like basically they were just there, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we can still have goofiness with the phones, but yeah, we can. But basically that's gonna be in the writing room. But yeah, we can absolutely improve that.
All right. Yeah. It's not the fact it's there; it's the execution of how it's used in situations.
Yeah, but
And we could have the season 2 potion arc start even sooner and have the character growth for Twilight and Apple Bloom, also for the teachers themselves at one point. And what was Rainbow Dash's arc in season 2? I can't remember that one.
You know what? I'd have to look that back up again too.
I don't know. I want to go and nitpick one of the points that the 3.5 team had earlier that ended up stating 3.75. There's already a 3.75. That's newborn cuties.
You animal.
Remember that I mentioned that's included in the website. Once Upon a My Little Pony time. That's what he's referring to. Although, actually, by the way, wait for everybody. 4.5 I'd like to make a proposal that we do one episode that has to do with that takes an aspect from 3.5. We did an episode about rainbow sex.
What? Oh no!
Oh my
God!
It's the two rainbows get
It's
together.
the rainbow of life.
Hey, Generation 3
Gold star approved.
Yes, all 3.5 told us was that when two rainbows get together and have a good time, a unicorn pops out. They didn't go into the details of how that happens. We have a chance to educate, damn it. We have a chance to educate, damn it.
Also, we could have the Humor Crusaders have a bit more character growth since Apple added in Apple Bloom, and also we could have like a fashion show for Rarity to compete in season 2 or 1, or have an arc built up from season 1, like I mentioned for the potion makers as well. And also have a Fluttershy have a goal, which I'm blanking on right now, or maybe to learn to control her outbursts more, and the fourth wall breaking with AJ and Pinkie Pie, yeah, that too.
All right. Okay, so if it's boiled down to Pony Life, at least we don't have rainbow sex. Or maybe we want rainbow sex too.
We can make the sex better.
Okay. So we can make the sex better, and we don't have pink popcorn. Okay. Pony Life immediately going for the jugular, while 3.5 defends Wreck-It Ralph's first movie as opposed to the second, and apparently somebody has a fetish for large hooves.
Also, before this ends, I will say we can have the Pink Pony Club, though.
Okay, you know what? Pink Pony Club.
What?
It's a club made out of pink ponies. You just smack people
You
with
also want to know what had the pink posse, the Dumbo Nightmares drunk scene.
Well, I'd say that out of arguments, the fact I'm taking 3.5 and actually trying to make something good out of something dreadful would probably go a lot easier than trying to take something that was decent and trying to make it better. And of course, yeah, the rainbow sex now has me convinced that I kind of want to see if they try to expand on that and how that would happen.
Always, of course.
Yes. So I'd say this one was won by 3.5, and it didn't have anything to do with half the cast suddenly becoming potion makers in 4.5 for some unexplained reason.
And fourth wall breakers.
So with that,
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and swap it around though. So we had the late numbers choose the first one. So now early numbers. That would be Tech, Toa, and Cole, I believe.
No, we all ate.
I'm
No,
sorry.
we-
I had the list reversed. Suki, DM, CMC. Good news. Now it has after some careful negotiations, it looks like Hasbro has come to an agreement to allow a pony to pop up on a different show. Wow, I mean that's the way of the world right now. We always have different events going on with different characters showing up in different things. Now we're just going to have it on shows. Unfortunately, the only person willing to pony up the money was the CW. So the pony is going to end up in one of those horrible drab, stupid shows that they take a perfectly good concept and then they make it so dramatic filled that you honestly wonder if the show producers may have some mental issues they haven't worked out through yet. Now the good news for you is we originally only had two options. With Pinkie Pie as a heavy alcoholic that is going to get in constant trouble and empty entire cabinets and probably burn buildings, or Twilight Sparkle finding religion and taking it to a level that makes us extremely uncomfortable. But the good news is that CMC has decided to give me more of a thought on that. So instead, the three options for you. We have Pinkie Pie, the heavy drinker. She unfortunately parties a little too hearty. She has drunk all the liquors. She's the only one that can down a vodka bottle, and she has been going to the hospital and throwing up in gutters more than a few times. And we're pretty sure that she's the reason the clinic that is only discussed in polite company is still open. We know which one you're talking about. We also have the Twilight Sparkle, who has found Jesus and wants everybody else to find him, despite whether they want to or not. Super preachy, ultra religious, and willing to drive anybody crazy to the point of basically book burning. This is Twilight Sparkle to a bad degree. And also Rainbow Dash, a great sports star, becoming an even more infamous sports star as she becomes a soccer player that constantly plays fraud, betting against herself and consequently constantly breaking her legs on the field. Whether intentionally or not is up to the doctors to tell you, but they'll never tell because she pays them off. Nope, she is a crooked sports person. And all of this is because
I got a different
DM, let him finish, and then we can add commentary.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes, these are your choices because unfortunately the CW doesn't believe in somebody being wholesome, young, and also a good person. All of these people have to be horrible bastards.
So we're making a TV show, and these are our concepts.
These are basically the character that's going to be introduced into the TV show to cross-reference My Little Pony, but unfortunately they have to fit into the aesthetic. So instead of getting a cute pony that talks about friendship, you're gonna get a drunk Pinkie Pie that basically can't get herself off of the couch on Saturday nights.
Hey, point to be made here. The funny thing is that you know what else is on the CW now?
What's that?
WWE NXT.
Oh, damn it!
That got me thinking. Which one of these can I fit? Can I fit into the developmental brand for World Wrestling Entertainment?
You know what? Go for it. If you think you can pull it off, go for it. I was just doing the CW because after the Powerpuff Girls and Archie, I got nothing. I got nowhere else to point for that. Just that big of a schlock.
I heard from a family member the Archie one's not that bad.
I don't care.
It was weird as hell.
I do not care. Let it. they make Jughead into a crack addict, and they basically got Veronica as some sort of murderer. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. I'm out.
Neither do I. That's why I ignored it.
Okay, well, let me see here. If I'm going along my thought process, the Pinkie Pie one gives me bad Scott Hall flashbacks. Don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's see. We've definitely done evangelical characters in wrestling before, and they can work. Depends. Let me see.
Suki, I think what if we could combine two of them?
No.
I think that's up to Circuit whether he'd allow that.
Nope, you gotta pick one of these characters.
Oh,
you can have them go into multiple shows if you want, but they have to be that specific character. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if we're going for the wrestling, we go with Rainbow Dash. She starts as a face that just keeps taking the fall.
Oh man.
And that's why she's doing the fake injuries.
So basically like she's playing that she's good, and then at some point it gets out that she's actually losing on purpose and basically betting on herself and basically
that's
throwing.
Genius.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how you pull the long-term story on. Oh, you know what? It gets discovered because she was going to be tag champs with somebody, and actually they do end up winning the titles because the other one wins the match, and then at some point they end up. Yeah. Rainbow Dash manages to take a dive at some point on that, and that's how it gets
obvious.
Exposed. Yeah, that's how it gets it, and so now you can run that story through there.
Yeah,
so
do we get a heel turn at that point?
Yeah, she would become the heel. Yeah, she.
All right. Just to
like
pause everybody here, so you guys have decided on the Rainbow Dash injury-prone soccer star.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry. We got. Yeah. Because I think we're.
Well, that's when she's introduced to the wrestling ring.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. So yeah. I think that's what we're going. That's what we're going with because Sorry, I think we already have I think we're basically already spitballing ideas.
Yeah. So we're just gonna put a quick pin on it because you do also need an opposition. Tech, Toa, Cole. Congratulations, because Twilight Evangelical was a little bit eyebrow raising. You now have two options of Pinkie Pie Heavy Drinker or Twilight Sparkle Christian missionary.
I vote for the Pinkie Pie Heavy Drinker.
Me too.
I'm going with the Pinkie Pie Heavy Drinker.
Yeah, okay, I gotta thank MC for throwing that. Maybe not the Evangelical Twilight Sparkle. You're probably not wrong. I didn't like it either, but that's kind of why I put it in there. I thought it was horrible.
Also, Circuit, can I point this out?
Yes.
That'd be better for Hallmark.
Ooh. That would be, but you want to know the sad part? You know what the crazy part? When I was looking for
Lifetime original movie. Yes.
Yes.
Both will work. But really quick, just to throw out here. Yes.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
The story of Twilight Sparkle in season 1 is basically a Hallmark movie. You have a pony who is absolutely focused on her job and is determined to be a successful magic user or whatever. And then she gets sent off to some small town where she runs into, maybe not a guy, but to some other ponies who then show her
girlfriends.
It's actually pretty nice to be here instead. And then she settles for, a small town library position. That is basically season 1.
I'm more disappointed that we've finally narrowed down season 1 into a Hallmark movie. I don't know how to feel about this. You're not wrong, which is sad. But the fact that we ship them all together, it might as well be a romance. Oh my god. Okay. So really quickly on the Twilight Sparkle Jesus here. I was looking up super Christian Twilight Sparkle images. I'm more surprised at how many I found. Just one of them was actually Twilight Sparkle and the Cross. It was weird. People are nuts. Anyway, just had to throw that out there. So, no worries. We don't have Twilight Sparkle, Super Evangelical. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and move the chat windows out in the way here so nobody can quite see that.
Thank you for the third option, CMC.
Yeah, thank you to CMC for giving us a different option. I do apologize. While you guys get your stuff together, I do need to use the restroom real fast, and then we'll go ahead and listen to the arguments.
Also, Circuit, no, please leave that space between the chat windows. I don't know, something was funny about Jesus looking down on that chat.
Okay, you know what? Okay. That's fine.
Yes.
All right, hold on.
He's just always watching, and his best friend Twilight is
There you go. Okay.
There you go.
I'll be right back in just a quick second.
Well, in Venice, Alucard got his answer. Jesus did want a hug from a purple horse. I love this setup.
The chat being there is just, it irritates me just a little. It's just so weird.
Yeah, I understand why his second probably would go with the overly religious Twilight, but it's kind of like, no.
The way you connected that Cole, it's like, oh, I know where he's going with this. It's like, why didn't I think of that? Think of it like that before?
Okay. All right, Suki, DM, CMC, Rainbow Dash soccer injury superstar. Why should that be for apparently the CW now?
Okay, so
you'll make it 20% more dramatic.
So yes, I think I think I've got the plan of how we do this over potentially this could be over. Well, I guess it depends on how. I guess we can play the time. I guess it depends on one if it works and if the crowd really gets into it on this, because if we were able to introduce this as a character into wrestling and onto this, basically we start her off as just being like a really charismatic, good guy face, and she's getting over with the crowd like that, maybe she's gaining momentum, but somehow in big opportunities she always comes up short. That sort of thing. We build her up as the one that's, it seems like she just can't seem to quite get things done on that. And that's kind of like her thing. We basically play her as the ultimate bridesmaid, almost, in a way. I guess you could say. But then at some point we can work this in where she gets a friend, and things seem to start working out, and because the friend is the one that ends up in the ring when the decision is made, that they end up actually winning, and it's like there's actually a championship there and stuff like that. We can run that story for a little while, maybe show some things where it seems like Rainbow now Rainbow is kind of showing that she's doing weird things of how could she do that to, in this situation, it makes no sense, or whatever, kind of doing all that, until finally, yes, Rainbow ends up costing them the titles. And at that point, that's when you come back, and that's when we reveal basically Rainbow Dash taking dives in the big moments to basically take better paydays. On that.
I think for the heel turn,
yeah,
it has to be the fact that to keep up this soccer persona, she brings a soccer ball to the side of the ring every time. But this time, instead of putting it down by the steps, she puts it at the corner of the ring and it rolls in.
Yeah, oh yeah, I see where you're going.
You gotta keep those balls tucked, or else they're gonna get all over the place.
But I mean, because I'm thinking like, once we do that, then we can get Rainbow Dash as the villain facing off against the partner that's basically been betrayed at this point, and we can then build Rainbow Dash as, obviously now people know true character here, and they know, and they're people are against her, but it's like, and you can build that to their first meeting, where now it's in this big event, people, and you can people are going to think the obvious is that Rainbow Dash is probably still setting to lose this, because again it's a major event, major deal, and people are all betting on that. So now Rainbow Dash goes the other way. That's how we can take it past one event and make this a longer program to keep that going. But,
I had a thought on her friend. Did you want? Are you open for a suggestion? Either Lightning Dust or Gilda.
Well, remember, but this is like a cross promotional. Am I
so we can only get one character.
Only one character. Right. CW would only pay for one.
Yeah. So,
okay, that's right. Okay, so never mind.
Yeah. So basically, I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll figure out. Because here's the good thing about WB with
Sorry,
NXT
my
right
brain
now.
shut off for a moment.
Here's the good thing about WB with the NXT right now. There is definitely a woman on that roster somewhere that is starting to come up. We could use Rainbow Dash as promotional for this side, and would help elevate that talent up, up the card.
Alright, so interesting proposition. Rainbow Dash becomes a crowd groupie, suddenly goes to heel turn, and causes mischief. Ooh, bringing an interesting story in. Now, going on over to Tech, Toa, and Cole. Pinkie Pie, who has unfortunately become a little too party heavy and is hitting the booze. Just the booze. We're not going into the crack cocaine. We already did that with Party.move. We don't want to tread its familiar ground there. We're just doing the drunk part.
Now, let me ask you a question. What is a problem that is facing most of our youths and young adults today? Alcoholism. That's what, and what a better way to communicate and talk with our audience and to really draw in a crowd to a character that they can relate to than having Pinkie Pie the party pony partying it out with the booze. We can go through her whole rise to power and then her fall and her slow descent down into alcoholism, something that many of our audience can definitely relate to, and help them work through their troubles through Pinkie Pie.
Also, we don't have to have her be blackout drunk. We could easily just have her be a day drinker, and while she is drinking a lot, she could have built up enough tolerance to, not be drunk all the time. Just most of the time.
But I like blackout drunk. That can be some good story arcs.
Well, here's the thing. Just because she has a tolerance for it, don't mean she won't get blackout drunk. And heck, the reason she got to where she is now is because she drank a little too much, went out, and suddenly woke up somewhere else.
So what I'm getting out of this is we want a Disco Elysium Pinkie Pie.
Yes, basically.
She forgot that she is a cop.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
So can I just point out this day drinker gives me like the whole vampire daywalker sort of vibe. It's like, oh no, it's like, oh no, it's worse than we thought. It's a day drinker.
She's Irised her coffee. My gosh, she's having a shot of vodka with her lunch.
Oh no, she's getting behind the wheel of her party wagon.
And she's driving straight.
As someone whose father was known to drink at all times of the day, yeah, you can get a lot done and still not be drunk.
Okay, so Pinkie Pie apparently is such a good drinker that she's a functional alcoholic, but somehow she drunk herself enough to Disco Elysium herself into whatever CW neighborhood she popped up in.
Yep.
All I'm saying is that we have a lot of opportunities here to make a character that can be absolutely relatable to our slowly descending into alcoholism audience and help them work through what they need to work through by putting our little pink pony friend through the Tumblr. And by the Tumblr, I don't mean Tumblr.com, although we can also make a Tumblr.com in coordination. We'll go 2012 with this shit.
Pinkie Pie's a
and-
hangover. Nice.
And of course, just because it's a popular thing, the Pink Pony Club continues.
And apparently we're already being hit over the head with the Pink Pony Club. Okay. Alright, so we have the Disco Elysium Pinkie Pie Day drunk. Now, Suki, DM, CMC, your rebuttal?
My brain. Apologies for earlier on the brain fart.
Alright.
So your proposal is the heavy drinking that eventually sees their downfall because of the issues that the drinking arises. Wow, we've never seen that before. and okay, yes, and I feel like you're going the easy route on that. The way we're going with this is, one, we also have, because you think about this, if we pull off what we're looking at, we're looking at potential additional projects down the road. People are gonna want to work with us because we managed to train a pony to be ring ready, so to go, and managed to pull this off, and we managed to bring ratings for potentially at least a year to this program.
Also, merchandise, toys.
True, merchandise. Yeah,
memorabilia.
we pull additional merchandise numbers. We obviously have to negotiate that with the WWE. And luckily Vince is out of the way, so we might actually get some fair negotiations.
Yeah.
So I mean we're gonna get merch there, and I mean hey again, that opens it up to where, one, we have a partner that we can work with there that's probably that may be willing to help sponsor things for us. Or sorry, and
the comic.
Yeah, two. We obviously brought ratings there, so now that network is going to be really friendly with us. So if we're bringing something other than Pony to the table, they'll look favorably on us. So they know that we can basically, we could do cross reality and fiction on that as well.
Kind of like a Roger Rabbit situation.
Yeah. So I feel like going this route is going to be the best. It's going to be the best. It's going to be best short term and long term on that, because I see us getting money back on this very quickly from the merch side of things, and in the long run, again, additional I can see us being in now more favorable positions to pitch our own pitch new projects to the network. Also if maybe we need help going on that, it opens us up to, I mean, not just WWE as a partner. I mean, WWE has their own sponsors that maybe then want to come over to our brand as well.
I see one question in the chat. What
Yes.
would Rainbow's finishing move be? I'm thinking it's something off the top rope.
Yeah. Let me see.
Would it be the downpour or?
It could be the red card, and she just kicks a soccer ball into somebody's face.
Technically illegal.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's turning into a heel. Why not?
But you don't attack the ref.
Yeah, but why am I thinking Shooting Star Press for her? Yeah, could be.
Falling Star.
Is this before or after she wallops him with a high kick?
I mean, that is the other thing too. So, I mean, if she is a pony. I mean, could just be like a really straight good mule kick. Could do it.
Never thought Yane's high kick would come into reference here of all places.
Yeah, but yeah, I could see that because. I mean, it could be just a kick combo because I mean basically she can knock the opponent to the knees by the first kick by like kicking them in the legs to bring them down, then the next kick is basically like into the face, which would be like more of the knockout blow.
Ooh.
I think one of those crazy performance moves from the show, vaguely creepy, would just be an overkill.
Overkill is fun.
But she's trying to lose.
Yeah, but overkill and losing is... you know what? I'm not here to argue it. Literally.
Actually, yeah, that is that thing, because I think the reason I was thinking Shooting Star Press is because in order to set that up, your opponent has to be down for a bit, and then you're climbing to the top rope, and Rainbow could almost, and anytime Rainbow loses a match, she could just take way too much time up there to where she doesn't actually hit the move to finish it, and that's where it gets turned around.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Interesting rebuttal. Rainbow Dash getting a signature move, but still being quite the heel. Pinkie Pie.
The other part of the rebuttal was also the money and the potential benefits down the road from sponsors and networks.
Right, the merchandising.
Rainbow hats, rainbow wigs, rainbow bugs.
Right. Yep.
Rainbow the flamethrower.
Rainbow Dash a soccer flamethrower.
She burns everything with style.
The kids wrestle with this. Okay. Tech, Toa Cole, your final rebuttal.
Okay, so I will admit the merchandising would probably be a big pull. However, since we have this day drinker who can appear at any scene in any situation, and there could just be a Pinkie Pie appearing randomly in shows and no one commenting on it. And if you're just watching TV, like, why is there a pink pony over there? And you go, probably nothing. And then the very next episode, she is again in a different show in a different location. And you go, what's going on here? Is there an event? And there's no event. She's just back there, and you go mad going, what's going on? And then people start going, have you seen this pink pony? And people go, what pink pony? Because it only appears randomly on the series. So it basically like an Easter egg that appears in all the shows on the CW. Heck, while Dash is wrestling, there could be a Pinkie Pie just sitting in the audience drinking her day away.
So your argument is to either make Pinkie a pink elephant that's only showing up to drunkards, or literally an amalgamation of the Pink Panther all across the CW.
I think that really the direction that Toa is trying to go for is Pinkie Pie is a wild party pony, and therefore Pinkie Pie goes to all kinds of parties. Therefore, what is something that you see all across the CW universe? The Swooniverse? Swooniverse? Parties. College parties. adult parties, parties with drinking. Therefore, our alcoholic primate, who is actually an equine, will fit right in. Because she is a pony.
And you know how many people will go, wait, if the pony's here, then that means this show's connect that one. How does it connect? How does it connect? And then we
What
go
I
down
will
the
say,
red web.
to counter the argument that we lack the fundamental marketability of merchandising, I would like to point out that there are many of booze out there that can be themed to our wonderful pink horse. Yeah. Yeah.
True. That's a different kind of marketing ability. Instead of the general toy merchandise, you go right for the adult audience and the hardcore liquor.
And if we do that, then we can get kids to also want to one day be hardcore drinkers like Pinkie Pie. The ball just keeps rolling.
That's a ball.
And remember, this is not unprecedented. Hi, Flintstones. Talking about cigarettes.
You know, can make her a chain smoker too.
I'm surprised he didn't come out with the Fruity Pebbles vodka just to chain smoker.
We got our chain smoking, liquor drinking, Pinkie Pie. Let's go.
You know, I was gonna counterpoint by just pointing out that Toa just wants to turn Pinkie Pie into a bad ARG, but you know what? Just this roundabout way of just appealing to kids. You know what? I think they make their own points.
Let's be real here. Let's be real. What do the people want? The people want smoking.
Just suddenly Pinkie Pie's a smoker. Okay, I think.
No.
By the way, to the actual audience
the
out there,
people
please
need a
don't
role
smoke.
Model of what not to do.
Please drink responsibly. Please don't smoke. And if you see pink,
drag off a cigarette just to feel something.
and if you see pink ponies at a party, either you drink too much or it's one hell of a party.
It's the college party's version of the pink elephant scene.
And everybody better pray to whatever god they believe in if we ever see a Fruity Pebbles vodka.
Well, hold on.
No, I am not holding on. All right, with that,
we could, also you could get a final episode of her dying after her chain smoking caught up with her.
all right. As much as I admit that seeing Pinkie Pie basically trying to entice kids into drinking at an earlier but still legal age, with literal combination of Michigan J Frog and Pink Panther shenanigans with branded vodka, I think that there's actually a plan for Rainbow Dash from beginning to at least some marketable end, let alone physical. I will have to give it to the Rainbow Dash team because they actually have a solid plan in place instead of suddenly going from Disco Elysium drunkard to literally Pink Panthering without drinking anything. Which is kind of the whole point of... Yeah, there was an actual plan there.
All right, here's the plan. Drinking cigarettes.
And we're done!
Also, second, I've looked it up. Juxta 35 Spirits, Bam Bam Vodka.
I'm out. Wait, is that a Fruity Pebbles vodka or just a Bam Bam vodka?
Yes, it is very much marketed as that ultra smooth spirit with bold personality, premium vodka, clean with a hint of nostalgia reminiscent of your favorite cereal. And they have the J35 Fruity Punch.
Kind of feels like a little in the middle, column A and column B.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to point out one other thing about Toa going on ARG with this. He wants the market to lore nerds. They're not going to buy your merchandise. They're just going to argue all day.
Yeah. Well, what's the thought process of that, Toa?
Basically, it's the same viral advertisement of people trying to solve stuff. I mean, look at FNAF and tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, but that ends up mainly being people who are already in FNAF. We're doing that.
Not beforehand.
Yes.
You know, you gotta give him to Toei. He's gonna defend his position till the death. So